Welcome in. In tonight's video, I'm going to be starting a brand new adventure through the world of Skyrim while you get ready for bed, study, or simply unwind after what I'm sure was a long day. My name is Ellie, and if you're joining me for the first time, it's lovely to meet you. If you're returning, glad to see you again, dear Bean. This is the first episode of my new Off to Sleep series where we're going to be exploring various games, wandering beautiful worlds, maybe going through some lore, and sharing quiet adventures together. Tonight, we're going to be beginning a fresh journey through Skyrim. I am going to be using the Gate to Sovngarde mod pack, which I've used a little bit in the past, but not super extensively. Before we take our first steps into the world, we're going to be creating a brand new character together, and I'd like to discover who they are, what they believe, and select the choices that they're going to be making throughout our adventure. Later on, I'd like to find somewhere peaceful to rest for a little while. We can have an Ask Me Anything session where I'll be answering some questions that have been submitted by our lovely community. If you'd like to ask me anything for a future episode, you're always welcome to leave a question in the comments below. And if you find yourself enjoying our time together, a little quiet like or comment always lets me know you'd like to see more. So get comfortable, settle in, and don't worry about making it to the end. If you happen to drift off somewhere along the way, I will see you again when we are together for our next adventure. So without further ado, let's head off to sleep, dear Bean. And as I mentioned, we are playing with the Gate to Sovngarde mod pack by J. Serpa. It has a little bit of a reputation not only of being one of the most beautiful mod packs. Currently, I believe it's standing at just over 1,950 mods that bring it all together. It stands beautifully to the standard lore that we get in Skyrim, but it really kind of brings together enhanced just beauty and peace and environment aesthetic to the game. It is notorious, though, for being a little bit more on the challenging side. So a little bit of a disclaimer is I am going to be lowering the difficulty down probably to novice, and I think we are also going to go ahead and play on the story mode variant that the game difficulty has, which you'll see us pick up as we progress through our character introduction sequence here. But just wanted to make sure that I put that as a disclaimer before we dive too far in. But otherwise, let's get this character created. I'm trying to think of really how I'd like to center our character. I had a couple things in mind, one of which was to do, oh my, sir, we are trying to relax and you are coming out full force with the jump scare. Okay, wow, that was alarming. All right then, hello there. Let's do a little bit of a zoom out. Can we just wait? Can we go back to this? Sir. Oh my. He has had a rough life, I think. Okay, I'm sorry. That's mean. We don't know what he's been through. Okay, so I digress. There's going to be a lot of this. This is I'm not going to do a whole lot of cuts here. We're just going to see how this goes. And if you enjoy, and I appreciate you. So, I was thinking for ideas, we could go with a Breton merchant, or maybe an Imperial merchant. I don't know if I've done an Imperial before. I think I started to do an Imperial, but I never quite finished the run. Or if we wanted to go more sneaky, maybe we could go Wood Elf. All right, so let's look here. So in addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of High Rock's Bretons are resistant to magic. I don't know if we're going to be doing a lot of magic because the spells can sometimes be a little bit loud. So let's see. For the Imperials, natives of Cyrodiil, Imperials have proven themselves to be equally gifted in diplomacy, magic, and warfare. They make skilled merchants and traders, so we do get that 10 speechcraft right out of the gate, whereas the Breton would give us the 10 in alteration magic. And then we also have the Wood Elf. The clan folk of the western Valenwood forests, also known as Bosmer, wood elves make good scouts and thieves, and there are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog behind me. I'll have to find out while I'm editing, but she is dreaming. And if that's coming through, I'm definitely not going to be editing that out because she's the cutest baby. Okay, that definitely came through. Her name is Octavia, if you're just joining us, if you're not familiar. So she is the resident baby, and we love her. All right, so really between Imperial and Wood Elf here. I'm thinking if we did Wood Elf, we could do the traditional Stealth Archer. And I think there's been a little bit of a hate towards Stealth Archer recently, where there's some resistance to it. But also as an Imperial, we could try to bump up our speechcraft and talk to people. The problem is, if that speechcraft doesn't go very well, that could end in conflict. Though, I guess part of the benefit in speechcraft would be conflict resolution. You know what? I don't remember the last time I played as an elf. All right, so let's go female wood elf, and let's take a look at the presets. You'll hear me clicking for my mouse and keyboard just as we get situated. I prefer going through a character creation of this magnitude with mouse, and then I'll switch over to my controller when we actually get into the world, because it makes it a little bit easier to kind of slowly walk through the city and go from there. All right. So let's look at our presets. Oh my goodness, I haven't been in these in a while. All right. What's a good base? I don't know that I want to spend a super long time in character creation. She's kind of pretty. Wood elves have this almost extraterrestrial appearance to them. Oh my goodness. See, this is why we're doing it this way instead. Change preset. Yes, I'm okay with losing my changes. You know what? She's really not that bad of a base. All right, let's look at skin tone here. I want to go a little bit more woodsy. But that's not green, is it? I don't think it's green. If we turn the light off, no, that's not green at all. It just gives like this kind of flared light in the front. I like that. And we'll say that she's a little bit more on the thickum as far as wood elf goes, I think. Complexion, kind of that ruddy appearance. Well, we'll keep her clean. She does look pretty good without the dirt on her face, I think. Guess we don't need to choose the color of the dirt if she doesn't have any. Do we want her to have any scars? Tell me your past. What have you done? There's these cute little antlers. Why do I love this? Aw, you know what? Queen of the Woods. That's not gonna really lend to being very stealthy, is it? Oh, but that's so cute. Maybe the little ones, they kind of make her look a little bit evil, though. Oh, why are these so quaint? I do like those. Also, I really like these. I don't know what it is about something with the scars on the face that I find quite enjoyable. All right, let's look at the war paint. Ooh, that's a fun design. All right. So I am thinking stealth, maybe some alchemy in here. Ooh. quite like that as well. I do. I don't know about the color, but I kind of like the patterns. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It's asymmetrical. Let's see if I can maybe like a faint design. I use oranges a lot. The oranges don't actually look all that bad. I like the light green too. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that light green. I'm not sure why I'm resonating with that. Now let's check the hair. Oh my goodness, there's so many hairstyles. Oh, that's pretty. Did we immediately find the hair that's gonna work for us? Number 5. Of course, that is completely practical for your exploring through the woods. Oh, I like this as well. Ah, yes. Everything about this says. Oh, wow. It is very, very customizable. Okay. I haven't spent a lot of time in a character creator like this. So this is fascinating. It's just something as simple as hair designs, and I'm like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, fascinating. Oh my goodness. Is this all using the same base hairstyle? No, it is. It is changing the hairstyle. What if I move back? Where's... Oh, that was all within that one type of hairstyle? Oh my goodness. Can I not, like, slowly move through these? It's not giving me a lot of options here. I mean, there are options, but I'd like to... Ouch. Slowly go through them. I guess we'll just have to use the arrows. The classic method. Oh, no, this works. Maybe we are going to the controller sooner than anticipated. Alright, so we'll continue looking through the hairstyles. So on average, how much time do you spend when you're in character creator? Because I feel like I either will just randomize through and make the story of the character as I'm like flying through. This almost gives me... Is this supposed to be Horizon Zero Dawn inspired? I feel like it is. I feel like that's very Aloy. But on average, how much time do you spend in character creator? Okay, I think this is bringing us through all of those millions of options. I don't really like all of the clicking. So I'm just gonna kind of scan through. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at. Let's come back over here. You know what? This isn't bad. Hair is pulled back, but we still get it kind of down and framing the face. I rather enjoy that. Now let's look. For our wood elf. Ooh. We could go for wood elf style kind of Daenerys Targaryen takeover, or a little bit more muted, a little bit more demure. What is it about characters with white blonde hair? Why do I want to do this? I think I'm going to. I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to. Let's look at the eyes. I want to go for a more gentle, kind of peaceful. I feel like we're channeling some significant Jar Jar Binks earlier there. Definitely. Wood elves are... I feel like wood elves look very Argonian at times. Is that just me? Am I alone in this? What do you think? I think I got distracted. But what I was trying to say was I feel like sometimes there can be this pressure to create the perfect character or the most beautiful character instead of one that might just fit a dialogue that you think would be fun to play. And I kind of want to achieve that. Ooh. Ooh. These are some interesting designs. Oh, very limited on the eye color. Okay. Very limited here. I kind of like the orange. Again, I'm partial to the orange. Let's reduce the eye height a little bit. Them a little bit closer together, I think. And I would like for her to have kind of a darker eyelid. We'll use the eyeshadow, kind of those like a purplish. And the eye tint will be under the eye. And I think we'll kind of match. Well, no, I don't want purple to make it look like she's bruised, which it easily could. Let's get some brows. Oh, those are intense. Those are intense eyebrows. You know what? I think I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to go with the brown hair. As I'm going through the eyebrows, I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I do want her to have the brown hair. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's good. I'm not going for perfect here, just, I don't know, something that feels right for this type of more relaxed character, I think. Adjust the nose a little bit. I think her nose is a perfect length. Jaw width. Let's set the jaw a little bit wider. I love the high cheekbones on characters. I don't know why, I just do. Don't need to go super fancy. Mouth shape, she's got a good mouth. Oh, but I like this. Ooh, okay. I like this quite a lot. Chin width, okay. Bring it back a little bit. Side profile is looking good. Lip color. Ooh, kind of this darker sheen. I do like that. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna go too much further than that. Maybe the ears. Elf eyes type iris spread. I can increase the size of the iris. Interesting. I don't know. I kind of quite like her just the way she is. And we're only halfway through the sliders. What is going on? Look at all of this. Goodness. Is this for different races? Oh, then again, yeah, I imagine it would be. Because we have all out here. Okay, maybe let's break this down a little bit. We got that. We did what we wanted for the head. I'm actually quite pleased with her face and her brows, the mouth. Extra, is this how much of like a... Oh. Kind of give her this very sculpted wood elf face. I actually quite like that. Yeah. Oh, that's moderately cursed. I'm so sorry. We start this video saying, oh, this is going to be peaceful, and then just meh. Okay, no, let me stop. Let me stop. This is beautiful, though. What about that is happy? It's giving Emilia Clarke. What about that is happy? Oh, goodness. Squint. Just one eye? Okay, just one eye squint. All right, you know what? It's not. Foot paint. What in the world is foot paint? Body scales. Okay. Oh, I can make a top. Oh. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'll make her a little bit short. we could go for a little. I mean, she's a wood elf. Wood elves are kind of known for being a little bit on the petite side, I think. Does she still look proportionate? I think so. I think she does. You know what? Let's just... I'm not going to get super in-depth. If you guys would like to spend, a crazy amount of time doing really in-depth character customization, Gate to Sovngarde would allow you to do just that. But I'm very happy with how she looks. I like her quite a lot. Out of curiosity, what would happen if we just removed the war paint? Am I now doubting the war paint? I think I might be. I think we're just gonna go more basic archer, though she would blend into the trees quite well. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna change it. We're gonna go for these muted colors. I don't know why. I do like that. Okay. All right. Let's name our character. Now, there was one that I already had in mind. And that was El. I kind of like El as a potential name. And I think this is going to be one of those times that I don't give her a surname. She's just El of the Woods for now. I like that. All right, so thank you for installing Gate to Sovngarde. Press OK and wait while everything is setting up. You will receive a message when ready. All right, so here is El. She's just enjoying her time, our beautiful starter area. So what's really cool about Gate to Sovngarde, if you are not already familiar, Gate to Sovngarde is configured correctly. Speak to the dragon and exit the room when ready. Okay, beautiful. So here she is. Very nice. And this is why I like to switch to controller. Is you can come over to the Book of Traits, and it will allow you to customize little background traits, and I'll open this in just a second, that your character has and will develop as you play through the game. Then you can come over to the Messenger Dragon, and it allows you to choose where in the game you start, which I absolutely love about this. And then this, the balance gear, allows us to set game difficulty. I believe you may be able to hear Octavia making sleepy noises again. I think she is. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to drop this to novice. Maybe apprentice. Let's do apprentice since we're already adjusting the game settings on the balance gear. And I think I'm going to turn off survival mode. Maybe, you know what? I don't think I will. I think I'm going to keep survival mode on. Let me know what you think. Alright, Gate to Sovngarde can be challenging. You can enable story mode for an easier experience. It grants the compass and sneak eye perks from the start, reduces stamina consumption, makes combat a bit easier, and ensures your followers won't die, among other changes. You can also disable survival mode and adjust the general difficulty under settings gameplay. I'm going to try story mode, but if you would like to see more of a challenge as we play through, perhaps in maybe a not off to sleep series, or even in general, we can always change the difficulty back or create a new character and begin that playthrough. So let me know what you'd like to see. But for now, I'm going to activate story mode. And this is just Beautiful. So you see, we immediately got our compass back by doing that. I mean, look at the detail in this. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to take this flute. Activate the Book of Origins. Some arrive in Skyrim with purpose. Others find it along the way. This book offers a reason for your journey, if you wish to accept one. You know what? I don't know that I ever did this before. Oh, okay. Let's see what these... Okay, Dark Trail. The last letter of your good friend Ilara suggests she was exploring a cave with glowing mushrooms. She's not been heard of since, and you fear the worst. You must find the cave and uncover what happened to her. It's the Dark Trail. The best of intentions. Your friend Aurelian has always been an optimist. In his last letter, he mentioned he had taken it upon himself to convince a group of mage renegades to abandon their coven and come clean. He hasn't written since. You intend to find a warlock den and learn what became of your friend. The Last Vigil. Cassian Volker, a vigilant of Stendar and a trusted friend, sent you a letter detailing his investigation into vampire activity in the area. You have not heard from him since. You intend to find the vampire den and see what became of him. The Final Promise. Your mother passed away, and in her last moments she spoke of a pendant stolen long ago. The amulet had been in your family for generations, and she regretted not being able to pass it on to you. To ease her pain, you promised you would recover it. Your mother might now be gone, but the promise you made to her remains. Clues lead to a bandit hideout somewhere in Skyrim. It's the Final Promise. Ash and Ancestry. Your family's amulet was lost generations ago, stolen during the age of the dragon cult and buried with one of its servants. Old records and stories point toward the Nordic ruins scattered in the region, so you intend to search these ancient places and recover what was taken from your bloodline. Beneath the Brass. The Dwemer have always fascinated you. You spent many years searching for the notes of Dumarik, a famous Dwemer engineer. Your research points he may have lived in Skyrim, and you intend to search the local ruins until you uncover his life's work. Trader's Folly. In a moment of weakness, you sold a family heirloom that had been passed down in your family for generations. You tracked down the trader, but the item had been sold to another merchant somewhere in Skyrim. You intend to search every market and every shop until the silver candlestick is back in your hands. Vampire Crusade. When you were young, a vampire killed your mother right in front of you while you hid in fear. You were a child then, but guilt still weighs heavy on you. You've heard rumors of a vampire that matches the description of the one you saw somewhere in Skyrim. You won't hide this time. You intend to find him and make him pay. Left for Dead. Bandits slaughtered your parents on the road and left you for dead. One name stayed with you through the pain and darkness. Thorolf. You followed his tracks to one of the holds in Skyrim where he's hiding as part of a bandit hideout. You intend to find him and make him pay for what he did. The Last Lesson. Your mentor's pursuits of knowledge has led him astray. Rumors speak of necromancy, of bargains that cost more than they give. You're not sure what remains of the man you once knew, but it falls to you to fix it. You intend to find him and make him see the error of his ways. And if he refuses, you will make him face justice. Hunter becomes hunted. The Silver Hand accused you of being a beast and tried to kill you on the spot. You managed to escape, but they never stopped hunting you. You're done running. You intend to find the man responsible for the manhunt and put an end to it. Blood of the Reach. The Forsworn burned your home and butchered those who couldn't run. You survived, but you never forgot the man who led the raid, Korak. You found the location where he hides in the Reach, and so you intend to find him and bring justice to those he killed. The Great Hunt. Legends speak of a saber cat larger than any hunter has seen, faster than any arrow can follow, and deadly enough to kill even the most skilled. Many have sought it and failed, but you intend to prevail. You will track this beast, face it, and hunt it, just like your father taught you. Marked by the moon. Your friend Einar has entrusted you with a terrible secret. He has become a werewolf, and with every full moon, the beast within him grows stronger. Is this the same Einar that's in Whiterun? He's no longer in control and fears what the beast might do. He wants you to put an end to his suffering. You intend to find your friend and honor his request. I suppose that means he hasn't joined the companions and gotten any kind of aid from him. These are really cool. The price of power. Your friend Silvara was always ambitious and driven, but you never imagined she would give herself entirely to her greed for power. You've heard word she's now a hagraven of unusual cruelty, hiding among the forsworn. You intend to find her and put an end to the monster she has become. Blind justice. A guard has abused the authority of the uniform for personal gain, intimidating others and escaping all accountability. With no other path to justice, you have decided to take matters into your own hands. You intend to find and kill the guard. You know, I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale, and I have absolutely fallen in love with the show, and this is very on brand with that, but I don't know if it would fit the theme of this series. No questions asked. A shadowy figure asks you to kill an innocent target. No justification was given, only a promise of gold taken from a corpse. You were told not to ask any questions, only to carry out the deed and take what you are owed. You hesitated for a moment, but ultimately accepted the contract, knowing this is what you are meant to do. Ashes of the Dragon Cult. Generations ago, your ancestors were enslaved under the cruel rule of a dragon priest. His temples were built with the blood and suffering of your family. Now whispers speak of the dead walking again, and the priest may have returned. You intend to find the dragon Don't find the dragon You intend to find the dragon priest and ensure justice is served once and for all. Your father was executed for a crime he didn't commit, framed to hide the actions of another. Your mother spent her life searching for answers, and in the end, she found them. The man responsible escaped justice and fled to Skyrim, marked by a ring set with a blue sapphire. You have no idea in which hold he might be, but you intend to find the old man wearing the ring and see justice done. Night on the Road. Years ago, a man named Halmar saved your life on the road, but died because of it. He carried a journal that mentioned a daughter that lives in Skyrim and how much she meant to him. You have no idea who she might be or where she is, but you intend to find her and give her the journal of her father. Words left unspoken. A man gave his life trying to protect yours. In his journal, he wrote of a son he disowned for becoming a bard instead of a soldier. He meant to search all of Skyrim to beg for his forgiveness. Now that duty falls to you. You intend to speak to all bards until you find the soldier's son. Sightseeing. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we have a few more to read. A lot to read, but I'm kind of liking this. The road calls for you. You wish to see all of Skyrim, including every city and every hold. Civil unrest and war be damned, there are stories to uncover, mysteries to witness, and sights to behold. Curiosity will guide you while you visit every hold capital of the land. I like this a lot. Top of the World. You intend to visit the throat of the world and see the monastery of the Greybeards. You wish to climb the 7,000 steps and to stand at the highest place of all Tamriel. Whether the Greybeards welcome you or turn you away is of little importance, for the journey up to the throat of the world is what matters. Sight to see. You have heard much of the Shrine of Azura, high in the mountains near Winterhold. Everybody says it's a sight to see, and you intend to see it for yourself. It is time to follow the call of adventure that stirs within you, and it starts with the Shrine of Azura. The Standing Stones. The Standing Stones call to you, 13 monuments scattered across Skyrim, each said to hold an ancient power and purpose. You've studied their legends long enough. You intend to find these standing stones and see them for yourself. The journey might be dangerous, but this is what you were meant to do. I like this one as well. Golden Touch. You have always admired those who command wealth while others chase glory on the battlefield. You seek something far more tangible. Gold. You will not stop until you have 10,000 septims, enough to achieve true mastery over your fate. I don't know if that's necessarily fair to start with in this, because there's a box on the other table where you can immediately pick up 3,000 septims. So you're going to get 30% of your gold by being in this room. A place to call home. You're tired of drifting. Inns and camps were fine once, but now you want more than a bed for the night. You want a place that's actually yours. You intend to get a real home, bought honestly, with walls to return to and a door you can lock behind you. A place to store your belongings. A place to call home. Raise those fists. You've never been able to walk away from a bar fight. Fists speak clearer to you than words, and Skyrim is said to be a land where strength is tested honestly over ale and bruises. If this land truly breeds the toughest brawlers, then you intend to find them, and one by one, prove you belong among the best. Chaos incarnate. You believe people only pretend to be civilized, but beneath it all everyone is still an animal, ruled by fear and instinct. You refuse to play along anymore. You wish to unleash chaos on Skyrim until everyone whispers your name in horror. You intend to get a massive bounty and have every guard chase after you? I don't know if that fits the theme of this. Duty and honor. You have always admired Thanes, the way their presence commands respect, not through fear but through trust. To be sworn to a hold, to be counted on as its protector. That's the kind of purpose you long for. Duty, honor, and the weight of responsibility, you intend to earn that recognition for yourself by becoming a Thane of one of the holds. The Path of Love. You wear the amulet of Mara and dream of a life filled with love, marriage, a home, perhaps children, the things you've always wanted. Skyrim holds endless possibilities, and you keep your heart open. Trusting that love awaits, you intend to find love and get married in this cold land. The Path of the Warrior. You've decided to follow in your mother's steps as a warrior. You intend to join the companions in Whiterun, to learn their ways and honor her memory. As long as you carry her ring, a part of her walks with you. You will join the fiercest warriors of the land, and she will be proud of who you become. The Path of the Mage. You intend to join the College of Winterhold to study magic and honor your father's memory. As long as you carry his ring, a part of him walks beside you. You will follow in his steps by joining the college, and he will be proud of who you become. The Path of the Bard. Your grandmother was a bard. Before she passed, she gave you her ring and you promised you would follow in her footsteps. You intend to travel to Solitude and join the College of Bards to honor her memory. As long as you carry her ring, you know she's guiding you along the way. The Path of the Thief. Okay, so now we're starting to get into some class-specific things. You were never meant for an honest life. Theft comes naturally to you, and the thrill matters more than the coin. Petty jobs are no longer enough, and now you seek something more. You've heard whispers of the Thieves' Guild in Riften, and you intend to join their ranks. The Path of the Shadows. Ooh, is that Astrid? You were given a ring by the Dark Brotherhood assassin. Since then, you have followed every whisper and rumor of the Brotherhood. Now, all signs point toward Windhelm. You feel the pull of the shadows, and you know this is the path you are meant to walk. You intend to find the Dark Brotherhood and join them. Okay, so it's gonna bring you to the boy. What's his name? Alvin, I think it is. Something like that. The Path of the Soldier. The Dominion grows stronger while Skyrim tears itself apart for selfish reasons. Your father died in the Great War protecting the Empire, and you will not let his sacrifice be in vain. With his ring in your hand, you intend to join the Legion and fight to keep the Empire standing. Okay, so some of these tie in directly with the main story, several of them. The Path of Freedom. Your father died in the Great War, and all you have left of him is his ring. Now the Empire bows to the Dominion and lets others dictate which gods its citizens can pray to. You believe Skyrim deserves to stand on its own, just like Hammerfell has done, and so you intend to join the Stormcloaks and fight for freedom. Chasing the rush. You live for the fall. For the silence before the leap and the rush that follows, Skyrim is filled with cliffs, bridges, and hidden ledges that beg to be tested, and you intend to try them all. You will find the best places to jump from, and you will leap without hesitation. I really want to give this a try at some point, but I don't know if it's going to be this particular run, but I think that could be a blast. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. And lastly, the quiet above. You have always found peace in high places. Skyrim is a land of towering mountains, and you feel drawn to them, not for glory, but for the silence they offer. You intend to climb the highest mountains in all of Skyrim and meditate upon their peaks. Okay, so the backstories are all really interesting, but the one that I'm still kind of coming back to every time that I think about it is sightseeing. It sounds so good. And I think this is the one that I want. So we're going to do sightseeing. Maybe one day we'll do random. I'm curious. Visit every city in Skyrim. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, hold on. Let me actually read this. The road calls for me. I want to see all of Skyrim, every city, every hold, civil unrest and war be damned, there are stories to uncover, mysteries to witness, and sights to behold. Yep, okay, so this is exactly what it says above. Now let's search this end table. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna pick up Calm, and I think we'll get our classic Flames, and Healing, Lesser... Oak Flesh. Your armor rating is increased by 40. Wood elf, I feel like a wood elf would know Oak Flesh. Something, I'm not sure if it's gonna retain this, but if I remember from how we played this, in order to learn a spell tome, you have to read it and study it over multiple times before you can learn the spell. I'd be curious if that's actually still with us on this. Alright, let's look in this chest. Alright, we are going to get ourselves a nice little dagger. Let's see. Well, we're going wood elf, so I think we'll go with the dagger. Why is the katana calling to me? Let's see. Short spear. Iron whip. We'll grab the longbow, which means we are going to need these arrows as well. And I don't think we'll need torches because we picked up a lantern, or we can pick up a lantern. You know what? I'm going to pick up the katana. I think she's going to use a katana, and she's also going to use a bow. Now, there's also clothes in here that we can pick. Okay, here it is. Here's the belt lantern. It lights everything up, and you'll see it's really cool when we start to walk away. General clothes, face mask, fine hat, fur armor. We're in the woods, so I feel like fur armor makes sense. It'll keep us warm. I don't think we're going to do the gauntlets. We want to stay light here. We'll do the leather boots and bracers, and I've never been a big helmet person. Okay. Exquisite cloak. Yes, that sounds fantastic. Exquisite. And I think we'll also bring that with us, just in case we get cold. You can pick up a lute that's over here on the side if you want to get in and do some music. It really gives you a good opportunity to kind of get set up on stuff. Is this a dream? Who am I? What am I doing here? There's only one way to find out. I should gather my gear, speak to the messenger, and exit this room. Destiny awaits. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment, so if you notice, like, a slight jump, that was me. Okay, we'll take a couple of apples for our journey. And I think everybody needs a little bit of wine to walk out with. Something that is an absolute necessity on our adventure is going to be some cheese. And we'll take the 3 potions, because yes. You know what? You can never have too much cheese on your journey. And we'll do the strong box. Take the garnet, the lock picks, absolutely the 3,000 septims. That's why I was saying the goal of getting to 10,000 when they give you 3,000. It's like, you should set it to 13. So that way you can get the 3,000 and earn an additional 10. But I suppose that is an odd number, isn't it? I would like to get 13,000 septims over the course of my life. Ooh, I like those. I'm less concerned about the circulant. We could probably sell it, but... Alright, the Book of Traits. Now, these things are really cool. You can choose up to 3 traits that define who your character is. Traits are permanent and cannot be changed once you exit this room. At some point, I would like to do a randomizer playthrough of this as well, where we select the randomizer and just see what backstory we get and what life we're living. All right. Alchemical focus. All potions you make are 15% stronger, but you can only have 4 potion effects at the same time. Akaviri weapons and armors. I don't think we're going to be doing much with Akaviri. Your bound weapons and armors cost 25% less magicka. Aspiring bard. Bard abilities are 25% stronger, but you deal 15% less damage with weapons and spells. Avid defender. You resist 25% of magical and physical damage when blocking with a shield. Your spells and attacks. Well, we don't have a shield. You deal 15% more damage while crouched, 15% less damage while standing. Merchants offer 25% worse prices. Well, I want to be working with merchants quite a lot, so I don't think we're going to be going the assassin-y style. Ironwood fur, 25% stronger. No, I'd really like to get ebony armor. As I just say that I would like her to be in light armor, I'm talking about getting one of the heaviest armors in the game. That's okay. What? I almost skimmed past this. Being nude increases your health, magicka, and stamina by 100 points. Clothing decreases these attributes by 30 points per item. What in the world? Beast Hunter, you deal 25% more damage to animals, insects, trolls, and giants, but 25% less to everybody else. Drained health, that's good for like vampiric spells. Bone armor boost. Not gonna be doing too much with spells. Oh, okay. Bows and crossbows deal 15% more damage, but they draw 30% slower. I'm tempted just to see just how slow that draw is, so I'm gonna select that, and we get 2 more. While standing still, your armor rating increases by 100. Running or sprinting decreases your stamina by 1 point per second. What? Stamina and magic are fortified by 25 points while indoors. Spriggans won't attack you, but you are 15% more vulnerable to fire. Everybody in early game Skyrim uses fire, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Close combat. You deal 15% more damage with melee weapons, but 15% less with magic. Well, we have a bow. We're not a monk. Let's see. Corpse Looter. You find more gold in the pockets of slain enemies, but merchants offer 25% worse prices. Doesn't that cancel itself out? I'm going to find the gold, but then I'm going to be charged more money. Craftsman. Your smithing, enchanting, and alchemy skills increase 25% faster, but all other skills increase 25% slower. Craftsman is a potential. I could like this. Critical strike. We use weapons. You resist 25% damage while fighting 3 enemies or more. Will probably be ranged mostly. I don't feel like being a cultist or a cutthroat. Definitely not observing any Daedra this time around. No necromancy for us. Probably not dragonborn just yet. We're not dual wielding. Dwarven armor, Dwemer research, shock spells. Ooh, the glass armor does look really good. Elven and glass weapons and armors are 25% stronger. All other weapons and armors are 25% weaker. I do love that. I might come back to that. Let's see. Experience accumulates 25% faster and trainers cost 50% less. However, you skip a perk point every 5 levels. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. Bows and crossbows draw 15% faster, but they deal oh, that would be a direct counter to what we picked up earlier. 25% more damage with whips. Former Forsworn. Move fast while barefoot. I like how it says merchants offer 25% worse prices because you're not wearing any shoes there and you don't get any service. Frost Mage. I'm so sorry. I've spent so much time just in character creation and kind of seeing what the mod pack has to offer, but hopefully this has brought a little bit of peace and you're able to sleep well or study or be able to relax this evening. But if you're still with me, I appreciate you. And hopefully this has been collectively a somewhat peaceful or relaxing time for you. Sneaking no longer costs stamina, but you deal 75% less damage with weapons. Ah! Bosmers offer 25% better prices, others 25% worse. Foes drop meat, but you cannot pick plants or chop wood. Why wouldn't I be able to chop wood? I can't pick plants? Gourmet. Oh, I would love to cook. Food benefits are 50% stronger, but potion effects are 50%. Okay. I'm tentatively going to do this one because it just sounds so nice to be able to cook our way through the game. Move faster, herbalist, impaler. We're not really using a lot of these. Sprinting consumes all of your stamina. Could be a criminal. Go to lichdom. Oh my goodness. Traveling alone, you deal 25% more damage and your carry weight increases by 50 points. The opposite applies otherwise. I definitely see us picking up a follower, I think. You deal 15% more damage with bows and crossbows, but 15% less with magic and other weapons. Okay, what am I sacrificing for marksman here? What was the other one that I picked up? I think fast learner. We'll go marksman. Market dweller. Boost to armor rating. I'm sorry, what? Your armor rating is permanently increased by 50%, or by 50 points. Mud crabs will kill you in one hit. Do you know how many times mud crabs will sneak up on you in this game? Okay, for now, I'm going to take these 3, and I think we're going to go through the rest of them if we do another playthrough. So let me know if you are interested in seeing everything else that this book of traits has to offer. So we took a bullseye, gourmet, and marksman. 2 of them suited to archery. I'm going to do a save here. Here, once again, is our character, Ella. Yella. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. I named my character and she sounds like Old Yeller. That's okay.
Speak and fulfilled your destiny.
Oh, you have a very deep voice. All right, so we arrived at Helgen. I'll let fate decide. I'm a regular at an inn. I'm a traveler. Wanted criminal. Was robbed and attacked. Shipwrecked. I'm a homeowner. Well, if we're exploring, I don't think we'd be a homeowner just yet, but we could get books that way and then I could read. Vampire, forsworn, a werewolf. I just joined a guild. Oh, that's interesting. I'm the Dragonborn. Oh, there's the vanilla start. Okay. Wait, you could start in High Hrothgar? Interesting. I was kidnapped and sold into slavery. I'm a traveler in Bruma. Adventurer from Inner Cyrodiil, pilgrim to the city's cathedrals, pilgrim to a hidden shrine to Talos. Skooma addict. That could be an interesting storyline. I'm in a Dwemer ruin. I'm an alchemist. I'm a hunter at Angie's camp. Beggar, prisoner, mercenary or merchant. I'm a pilgrim visiting a shrine. Pilgrim in a temple. Thalmor prisoner. Warlock in a secret lair. I'm a werewolf at Frostmoon Crag. I've been ambushed along the road. Bounty hunter. I'm imprisoned in a bandit fort. Raised in an orc stronghold. Taken by necromancers. I'm lost in the wilderness. I feel like pilgrim would make sense. But pilgrim could have some kind of like temple connotation. I suppose we could be a traveler from overseas. East Empire Trading Company, Windhelm, Dawnstar, Raven Rocks. These are all very icy areas. You know what? We could arrive at Helgen because I think if we're in Helgen, we get to see... Yeah, you know what? We're going to start our journey in the same place. That way we can at least unlock the main story and continue and explore the other places. So we're going to arrive in Helgen. Let me know if you're interested in seeing another start, because as you can see, the potential of this is massive. All right, so if you're still awake and have not yet fallen asleep, let's begin. And away we go. You are fed and rested, feel warmer and are now comfortable.
I heard the gourmet's hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook? I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true. Sure thing, it's yours for a day.
Okay. Let's see what she has to sell.
Let's sate that appetite,
Items above the divider belong to you. Items below, above the divider are the vendors. Below the line are ours. Oh, we are oh, look how delicious this pie looks, guys. Okay, I do have to ask, what is your all-time favorite kind of pie here? Maybe I'm a simpleton, but I do genuinely enjoy the apple pie. The beef stew looks phenomenal. Cabbage potato soup. I'm a sucker for some potatoes. Get a jug of milk, some pheasant roast. Use salt in everything, so I feel like I can never pass up the opportunity to get salt when I'm playing. And I think we're all good. Have you heard any rumors lately, Matlara?
Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
How crazy would that be? You're just wandering through the world and somebody's like, yeah, I got you. I can change your identity. What if your identity is good? What if you already have a good face? Bet you've got a good face.
Take a look.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Greetings. Use our speechcraft. I don't think we have very high speechcraft.
Need something?
Lovely weather we're having. Command, beg. Your mother is a horker. Give a gift. Give a consumable. I'd like to trade. Wait, can she teach us things?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, you know what? That's
Show
fair.
you to your room, right this way.
Oh, she is done talking to us. She's like, no, enough of this. I've had enough. I need none of your shenanigans.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Matt Lara. I appreciate that. Go ahead and just do a little bit of looking around if you don't mind. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put on our clothes. Get our bow. Get these favorited, I think. I think that'll be good to do. We'll put on our fur armor and our leather boots. Our cloak and our earrings. Let's see. And then if we take a look at ourselves. Oh, I am absolutely vibing with this now. Yes. Oh, she's gorgeous. All right. Let's see. We'll get ourselves a little bit of steak here. Because I think eating right quick could be good for us. So we'll eat this so it can't get taken from us. And look at this. We even get an eating animation. Though being on a table is probably not super helpful. Okay, we have some free septums that we can take. Do a little bit more searching. Nothing to steal from in this chest. I think what we'll do is we'll find a nice place to rest in Helgen. And I'll do 2 of the Q&A questions that I currently have. Quilted tunic. Oh, that could be pretty. And if there's anything that you would like to know, please feel free to drop it in the comments below. And on the next video, I will go through and I will grab a couple more. And we'll have another peaceful section. And let me know if there's a game that you find peaceful or relaxing that you'd like to see as we play through. Now, I will also give you guys a heads up. We are currently in Helgen. So this is Helgen before it was destroyed by Alduin. And so we'll do a little bit of a walk around so you guys can see what a fully reconstructed Helgen looks like. But as you can see, the gate to Sovngarde mod pack is gorgeous. I mean, it is aesthetic. I can't help myself. We are going to steal so much cheese. That may be a thing that becomes canon to our character. She could be the Lord of Cheese. I feel like cheese is just such a nice thing to have. Because it can be a nice quick snack. It can be nice and melty over some of your favorite foods. Cheese is just fabulous. The Skyrim music never gets old. Let's see if I can quietly pick this lock for you. Or I'll break a lockpick. Did say it was adept. Alright, let's try just off to the top here. See if I can get any movement out of it. Oh my. For an adept lock, it certainly is. Giving me some trouble. Oh, we've got some movement. Come on. Oh no! It was very close. Tilt up a few clicks. I'm going to use all of my lockpicks. Oh. Oh. We'll try here. Oh, goodness. Goodness. This is really saying, Ellie, I just want you to struggle with this very first lock of the game. You had 8 lockpicks and you've used 7 of them on me. This lock might not be fated to open for us today. Will have to be something I come back to do. That was rude. The very last lockpick. That's okay. I always forget how to walk. There we go. Okay, that is our walk. Maybe I should have started with the novice one first, huh? Let's go back upstairs. You know, there's something I think that's just magical about Skyrim as a whole for a game. Where every time you play, you can get a different overall experience with it. And there's so many different play styles. You could create a story that's unique to a character. You could try to do a 100% completion run.
Need something?
Hello.
Better not be here to stir up any trouble. Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. She doesn't want to play.
What a nuisance.
What a nuisance. Oh, goodness. It's because I'm a wood elf? It's a little bit. Oh, look at this alchemy table. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so we can get some from the wood pile. I don't want to steal the mead. That'd be kind of bad for conflict resolution. So let's go take a look and show you guys what Helgen looks like pre-Alduin. Welcome to Helgen. We're just gonna take a quiet stroll through the streets of Helgen. Before the chaos, the dragon attacks, and the madness of before you become the Dragonborn. Just a peaceful merchant. No fire. You guys recognize things? This is where we come initially. You can check out everything. Helgen cabin. These are places you can come back to and check out once it's been destroyed. Gunnar's house. I wonder if we can find Gunnar. There's the guard towers. Let's check out Helgen Keep. Oh, look at this. Before the chaos.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key.
Oh. Hello.
Yes? I'm waiting. Need something?
Oh.
Hmm? Out with it.
Okay, so that was our one opportunity to talk to her, and I messed it up. Good way to kind of learn how everything is going before it all collapses down around your ears, I think. You know what? Let's go look at this before the hall collapses. What was over here? Oh, the torturer's chambers.
Out with it. Need something? It can't be helped.
No, these are just soldier barracks, I think. This is where we get our first few potions.
It's only a matter of time now until we serve Ulfric's head up on a gilded pike.
Oh my. Are you sure about that? Look how many potions of healing there are. I wonder, do they take a bunch of potions and run away with them while the attack is happening? Oh no, I want that. Okay. Oh, steel. Alright, I'll come back for that. Because what I do want to do is collect a bunch of books. And if you guys are interested, I think I may do like a Skyrim lore reading session. Where that could just be something that becomes a little peaceful moment.
These grave times, each legionnaire must be his better self at all times and under all conditions.
Let's come back upstairs, I think. Let's continue to explore Helgen. It gets so dark and dingy, and I kind of like the atmosphere of being outside here. Blacksmith station. Am I gonna get caught? Take some ingots, do a little bit of crafting here. Use workbenches to improve armor. All improvements require materials. The amount of improvement depends on your smithing skill, which is currently very low. I don't think there's any leather that I can collect here. Nope. No leather for me. That's okay. The children have, like, crazy attitudes. They're so angry.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Oh, okay. You do that, tiny human. Use the smelter. Can break some stuff down. But I don't want to get rid of my dagger or anything. Ooh, we got the Imperial swords and shields. Have some more steel ingot here. I think I can get away with this. Oh no! Oh no!
By order of the Ark, stop right there.
Alright, I'll just pay.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
I suppose. Goodness, already arrested. Barely out into the world and already branded a thief. An enemy of the people. Oh! Oh, were we just booted out of Helgen? Oh, good. Is that a sheep? Look at this. A beautiful little sheep. Oh, it looks fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Oh, we're so far away from Helgen. Alright. So you know what? I'm going to find one of the first questions that we have. And while we travel back to Helgen, I am going to give an answer to that.
No lollygagging.
I will lollygag for as long as I would like to, sir. Alright. So the first question... Oh. Nope. Better put that away. I don't want to be caught lollygagging with a bow out. What is the best storyline you have ever experienced from a game? I feel like that's kind of a difficult one for me. I mean, yes and no. The Witcher 3 has always held a really close place in my heart. It is one of my all-time favorites. I just think everything about The Witcher is beautiful. Not only because of the story that the game itself offers, but the lore from the Witcher books are so beautifully integrated into the primary story. I think they do a really great job of giving Easter eggs that you can follow and kind of refer back to. And Witcher has such a high replayability factor as well that I'd probably have to say that it's up there for sure. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I would probably say Witcher is up there as one of my all-time favorite storylines. Let's see. There is, what is it about your favorite shows that makes you come back to them? Oh gosh. So, I am somebody who will rewatch the same shows over and over. I'm a chronic rewatcher, as it were. Are you gonna try to drop something on my head? Oh, I think you are. I think you're gonna try to drop that on my head. Is this gonna be our first encounter? There's 2 of them. Oh, I haven't been an archer in so long. That was really bad. I just want to pass under the bridge to go back to Helgen. Let's get our stamina back up here for a second. But yeah, I serially rewatch the same shows over and over. I don't know if it's a comfort thing or just because I love being able to pick up things that I haven't noticed before in a storyline. But if there is a good story and excellent character development and something that allows me to, for a moment, I think, detach from what I'm used to, there's just that much more appeal in it. And I think Yeah, I think that's what brings me back to a show multiple times. Because I think there is something that's just really nice in being able to separate from reality for a moment and be somewhere else, be transported elsewhere. I didn't pay attention to the trip. Sorry about the noise, guys. That was my fault. I did it again. I did it again. But I think we're all safe here. So, we'll continue traveling. I like this pace. I think this is a good pace. Question number 3. What would your perfect day look like if money was no obstacle? If money was no obstacle. I like to think mushroom. A simple person. I'd love to go to every national park. I know that would be more than one perfect day, but I'd love to go on an adventure that would allow me to go and just travel from park to park and kind of like fly around on it. Hello there, Meep. Some of you may know and of course adore her, but I have been joined by the marvelous Deville LaFay.
Hello.
I'm doing my Q&A moments.
Nice.
You see, this is where we would already have lost the game if we had picked up that trait that allows mud crabs to one-shot us. Because that would be terrible. Look how beautiful this is.
Oh, it looks so good.
Just something as simple as a mud crab, and you can also do gear harvesting. But we're talking about our perfect day if money was no obstacle, which I believe was your question.
Yes.
I think our butterfly got stuck.
Oh, easier to catch.
Ooh, let's see if we can venture into this little house and see who lives here. Pine Watch. Are we gonna get ambushed? I don't have any lockpicks, so I can't even enter it if I wanted to. Hello? Hello there? We'll get some leeks. Harvest some schnozberries, because schnozberries are schnozberrying. I think that could be nice. Leeks are actually one of those vegetables that's really just amazing. The only problem with them is they are exceedingly difficult to clean. You really have to have a concentrated effort. I'm gonna steal your taters. Your taters are mine. The animations are just beautiful. Going to steal the potato plants. We do need to take this woodcutter's axe because it will allow us to chop wood, which we can use in later iterations and other things that we come across, which I think will be helpful. I think I'm going to sneak just because it makes the footsteps a lot more quiet. Though I will say, it makes us look quite funny traveling along the road. She's just ready to go. Just ready to go. Yeah, so I think that would be something that I would like to do. Now, if you have answers to any of the questions that I went over today you would like to put in, let me know. I'd be interested to see. That appears to be abandoned. Maybe we can quietly handle it and be on our way. Then again, he might not attack us. Let's try. Oh, no, that was a guard. Yes, please, spare me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were a bandit that was going to try to rob me. We have another bounty.
Not now. What is it, elf?
Scholar Hamal. You shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
No, I don't want... I'd like to not have any trouble, please.
Gods, you're boring. You're mine.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so not peaceful. We're trying to have a peaceful day, Hamal. Hamal, if you please.
You should have stayed in your precious forests, elf.
Alright. Let's see if we have the parrying down.
That it? That's your best?
We may have already met our death. She just said we were boring. I will do my honorable deed. The thing is, I don't think... Yeah, no, combat doesn't stop while we do this. Wait, does it? She's not going to attack me while I eat this entire wheel of cheese? Oh, yes, she is. She absolutely is. She does not respect the sanctity of the cheese. Okay, well...
That's the last of them.
Here we've made it an hour and a half into the video. Everything was relatively peaceful and quiet, and then I die. So I apologize if that created some distraction. But I do actually think... Let's see if it puts us back in Helgen. Oh! So we might be... Oh, we're back in Helgen! Fantastic. If I still have my bow, then it brought us back to an earlier save. I do. This is when it becomes beautiful to not have a fresh save, because we're back to before we got caught. Oh, that's hilarious. We're back at Helgen Keep. And of course, I once again can't... Oh, that was close. I'm going to sneak because I think it just makes it a little bit easier to travel. But Helgen, before it gets destroyed by Alduin, really is quite pretty. And then I think what I'll do is I'll take us over to where the Imperials ride in. And so you see them coming down this way, and this is where you travel as a prisoner, but in the back of the carriage. And what they do is they bring you down past all of these locations, and they will park the carriages right over here. And this is where you first meet Alduin. And if you're curious about playing this particular mod pack and you want to kick this off, all you have to do is make it to pre-destroyed Helgen, and you can talk to the innkeep. And whereas you can normally get a room, there's another option that they'll have that it will allow you to like kick off the main story. Or I think it might happen when you go to sleep in the room for the first time. But there's an option closely after, and that will initiate the main quest, where instead of being in the prisoner lineup, you actually watch all of that happen. There's a random prisoner that takes what would have been your place in the traditional introduction, but you still go through everything else in Helgen. Just substitutes you out briefly so that you can see it from an outside perspective when all of the Imperials are here. But I think we are going to leave that for another day. I hope that you enjoyed our time together and you were able to get some rest or get a little bit of studying done. There are a few games that I want to cycle through and see how they go. Let me know if there's something that you're interested in seeing. Otherwise, I may continue with our Skyrim series because there's a lot of promising area to be explored. And of course, we have the quest line that Ely has, and that is to discover the capital of every hold in Skyrim, which I've never done, which I think could be interesting. Imagine wrapping up the game just by going to all of the cities. Be like, well, this character has achieved her dreams. But again, thank you so much for your time and for spending your evening or your afternoon or whatever time it is for you now as you're watching this. And if you've made it all the way through, thank you so much. And otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next one. But for the time being, it's time for you and for me to be off to sleep. Good night.